Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we are taking a look at a little follow-up again from yesterday. This one is the Chase Elliott Dale Earnhardt Jr. dual set. This is going to be the throwback set for Chase Elliott and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Naturally, those are two of the most popular drivers of the two most popular drivers of the last 25 years for NASCAR. So, naturally, you're probably going to see them make a set like this when he throws back to a Dale Earnhardt Jr. scheme. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. We're going to slide the two cars out of the way, and we'll get into the box art. So, box art, we got the two cars at Hendrick Motorsports from the announcement. We've got the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary, number 88, number 9, Chase Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr., same thing, you know, that stuff. There you can see the number 9 there, as it sits on that track there. There's a picture of Dale and Chase from the announcement again. Flip it around to the back side here. Same thing. Let's go this side. Number 9 there as well from Darlington. And then on the back, 40th anniversary, and then one of 514 for the Elite set. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull the box off. This comes in two standard black boxes. So both boxes look exactly the same. There's no difference between them. They're actually serialized the same. So you can see here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Chase Elliott. So it doesn't matter which box is which. They both come in the same exact box as far as art and tag and all that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right down to it, because now we're going to compare a couple of different notes for this car and then a couple of other things related to this car. So here's the car here. It is a gloss white with the 88 on it. We've got National Guard. We've got the red. Looks like we've got the gold numbers. 88 Earnhardt Jr. All that stuff there. Now, when you look at it here, we've got the black spoiler across the back, National Guards across there, and the good news is I actually have a car I can reference this to, so we can see exactly how close it is to what we need to see. So, yeah, we can... Thanks, Cat. So anyway, now that we can take a look at it here, we've got this car here. There's the second car, the Chase Elliott one. But let's go ahead. Yeah, let's start here. So right out of the gate, we've got UniFirst, the 3 red lines. We've got the blue and the red. We go back to this car. There's a little more metallic in the blue, maybe? Yeah, more metallic in the blue, and the red's a little darker on this car. So side-by-side comparison. I don't know how else to do it besides just kind of like this. But if you look real close, that is like a glossy red, or a more brighter, glossier red. That is a little bit darker red with a little metallic in it. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, there's a little mark on there. We got Diet Mountain Dew up around the camera, which is interesting because I don't know if that was in the standard scheme or not. But I ain't going to care. I mean, maybe it was the Daytona 500 version of the car is what they're trying to get. Anyway, we got, let's see, National Guard. Trying to see if there's any other noticeable differences. Kelly Blue Book. Oh, Diet Mountain Dew's not on this car. Huh. What? Isn't that what's up on the... That looks like Diet Mountain Dew on the roof cameras, but not on the side. That is goofy. All right, so that's a thing. Let's see, what else we got? DIN 442. Oh, 442. Oh, that was 42. DIN 442. Yep, there we go. DIN 442 on both, so they do have a matching DIN. Obviously, Chase Elliott's car is going to be Chase Elliott's sponsors and everything, so biggest thing is, you know, what does it look like on the front? Pretty darn close. Flip it around to the side. You know, I don't know. The number forward to me is still not great. This is a little bit more textured. You can see that the pattern on that number 9 is a little bit tighter. The pattern on the 88 was always a little bit more jagged. Or I say jagged, but it was a little bit more beveled. This is obviously much, much simpler on that number 9. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to the back. We got UniFirst, number 9 and Valvoline, number 9 and Valvoline. Oh, come on. Dude, they could have done this right. They could have had the Valvoline square and white on this car. It wouldn't have even been hard. Thing was, though, this car didn't even have Valvoline on that spot of the car, so I don't know for sure exactly what they were doing anyway. So, yeah, not 100% sure on that. So, all right, let's go back to the name rail. We got Earnhardt Jr. up there. Obviously, we got Elliott on this one. What else we got? Roof antennas, everything like that. Yeah, okay. So those are the two cars, all right? So that's the set you get. You get one of each. For those who weren't able to pick this up back when Junior was racing, not a bad way to get a hold of a version of this car. This car got real expensive because it only ran for 2014, and so that car did get pretty expensive and rare because, of course, he won the Daytona 500 and just a number of reasons that season would have gotten a little more pricey. But I have a little treat of what I'm going to do to add to this video. We're going to compare it to a car from the 2014 season, Elite. So here we go, side-by-side comparison. Now this one's the Pocono win, so it's not going to be perfect, but it is going to be a good example of exactly what this car should, or be very close to what this car should have. So we're going to go ahead and set this tripod right about there. All right, so side-by-side comparison. National Guard on the hood. The logo on this one's a little bit bigger. Now, this is a raced version, so that's actually fairly normal for the raced version to have bigger hood logos and stuff. But we'll notice right away, the pattern on the number is right in between. So there you can see it's got the same pattern, but this one is a little bit bigger, almost like they downgraded the decal quality or something. So this one's got a bigger pattern on that number. So you see there's the pattern on that number, the texture to it. Then this one's a little smaller than that. And then there's the 9 car, which is smaller and brighter than both. Yeah, smaller and brighter than both. But yeah, so you put them side by side. That pattern's a little different from this pattern. Obviously, we do have a metallic white base on this rather than the gloss white base on this car. We also have the blue, which actually looks about the same. This one's a little bit less. There's a little less of a blue in that one. It's a little more faded. This is a little more genuine blue. I would say this is probably a little bit more of a pure red. This is slightly more maroon, or I don't know, it's a little more pinkish almost. So slightly different off tone of red if you put them side by side. Oh, I can put them side by side. Here we go. There we go. So side by side, if you want to look at the two red shades, they're very close. But I will say, I think, well, that from this angle, it actually, yeah, this is a slightly brighter red. Slightly brighter. It's close though. But like I said, no Diet Mountain Dew logos here, but they have the Diet Mountain Dew logos on the roof cam, which I find just funny. Spoiler wise, this one's just pure black. This one had the clear topper to it. Let's see, what else? Obviously, we could go into the details all day long. Obviously, this one's got the digital dash, which is technically inaccurate, but that's all NASCAR uses for the dashes after 2017, so, you know, nobody's really going to make too big of a fuss about it. But this one's going to have all the better details. Both have the antenna holes and everything. Both have the hood open and trunk, but if you, of course, pop it open, if you look underneath even, there's the underneath of this one, the new one, and then you take the look at the underneath of the race version, and you're like, oh, well, that's something. Yeah, a lot nicer. Obviously, the roof flaps have tethers, you know, so we've got those. Only the Elite Premiers have those now. This one does not have that. What else do we see for differences on this car? Right side. Looks like we kind of got most of the sponsors figured out. Yeah, they got most of the sponsors. That's a good sign. Name rail looks good. Yeah, most of it honestly doesn't look terrible. It's not a bad look. Just a couple of those little inaccuracies though. Like I said, the gloss white versus the metallic white is a piece of it. And then of course having the slightly different shades of yellow and the textured numbers is being slightly different. But otherwise, for the most part, this is very close. It's a very close rendition. Again, considering that you can't get this car in a clean version like that, especially with that color on it, this is kind of the only way you can get that at this point. I do say the metallic white does look pretty good. Of course, this is a race version, so there is going to be some of those details as well. But the metallic white underneath does have a nice base. Obviously, I have the Daytona 500 version of this. This is the Pocono one. The Daytona 500 has too much confetti on it to compare directly, but great looking car regardless. But yeah, other than that, they're close. It's a close rendition for the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car. So as you can see, this one looks more faded, but again, it's a race version, so I'm not gonna take too much heat on that. And then, you know, I'm not gonna complain about it, I guess. But yeah, other than that, guys, that'll pretty much wrap up the video for this set. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You can find the set on eBay, or there's a ton of sites that still have it. These just came out, so don't worry, they should be somewhat readily available, but I don't actually plan on keeping this. I have an Elite Premiere for the Throwback that I'm planning to hang on to, and this set was just one that I wanted to see how they were going to make it, and the box art looked kind of neat, so I gave it a shot. But anyway, guys, that'll pretty much wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. This has been Race Craze, and we will see you in the next Diecast review.